Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for the OPTC video, and in today's video, 6 Plus ODEN has finally arrived with the new treasure map Tashigi, and in today's video we will be doing a little bit of a showcase on this particular new 6 Plus. And I gotta say, I've severely underrated this particular unit. He's a lot better than what I actually initially gave him credit for. On paper, he seemed pretty lackluster, but now with his 6 Plus, he does things a little bit easier, does things a little bit nicer, and it is nice to see that ODEN has a little bit of a resurgence. So, with his upgraded captain ability, he does become a 4.5 times attack boost for the crew, 1.5 times HP, boosts the crew's attack by 5 times when they have a Wano slot, and changes Dex and Tandem slots into Wano orbs, boosting the attack by 2.5, which cannot be changed. So the big change here is he gains Wano orbs through Dex orbs, and his multipliers went from 4.25 to 4.5 and 4.75 to 5 times. So, very solid captain, still a rainbow captain. Obviously, he's a strength super type, which does mean you want to build the team around strength slashes and free spirits. He is a free spirit slasher unit and a strength character. His special will make strength slots into Wano orbs, which boost the attack by 2.5 and cannot be changed for 2 turns. Changes crew's own type slots into strength, and boosts strength slashes and free spirit character slot effects by 2.75. This line here that says changes crew's own type slots into strength is absolutely massive. That means he now has orb manipulation, provided they are a type slot, obviously. But that addition right there actually makes him so much better than a lot of people will give him credit for. And this is what I really like about the change in the actual unit. His super typing got a little bit of a buff in terms of getting 1000 base attack to your top row now, not just ODEN himself, which does provide a little bit more damage output, as well as giving your friend captain a Wano orb as well. So ODEN is quite nice, and in today's video we will be taking him into Garv Challenge Navy with a no store run, and we'll also be taking him into Arena Luffy with his wifey to showcase the power of the combination that is ODEN and Toki. So if you are enjoying today's video, make sure to smash the like button for me if you are new. Hit the big red subscribe button, but with that said, let's dive in. Alrighty, so we are going to start it off with Garv Challenge Navy. A no-store run utilizing double ODEN. So that's the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive in. Now, the big thing about ODEN is he's always been a very good hybrid option. ODEN's credentials were sort of built around the hybrid meta from the get-go. Obviously, he came out alongside Roger, who has aged drastically better. He was used as a sub for Roger teams because Roger could get a full board of orbs, which then he could turn into Wano slots. Roger would lock those orbs, and then you could do like the orb carryover shenanigans, as well as extend that 2-turn orb boost into a 3-turn orb boost. However, now that ODEN did get quite a significant buff to his multipliers, as well as giving a little bit more orb manipulation, as well as just being able to sort of not only provide himself matching orbs or Wano slots with his orb buff, he can actually do a lot of damage just with his special alone. The big downside to ODEN that I always found was that when you popped his special, you did need another character to rely on giving him matching orbs. Now, he actually gives you a full board of strength orbs, provided they are type slots. But if you build a free spirit or slasher based team, which he is, you can run the Oro Jackson, which can guarantee you the recovery orbs to be matching. Obviously, ODEN actually turns T&D slots into Wano orbs, so that does help out quite a bit. But you can use characters like Luffy and Sanji to guarantee you some recovery orbs is beneficial. As I mentioned, you have the Oro Jackson to make those orbs beneficial, and it just helps ODEN out drastically. It kind of fixed the big issue that I had him with anyway. He still does have some holes. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think he's the saving grace and the best 6 Plus in the entire world, but at least they've made him a little bit more viable in the sense that you can do stuff like this, run double ODEN against a challenge that you are going to see quite prevalent with a mono strength team. He does have access to some very good subs. Obviously, strength is very strong. Free spirits and slashes are very good. He does have his boy Kinemon, Colosseum Kinemon. I've actually been using this Kinemon so damn much. So I would highly recommend farming him up from Colosseum if you haven't done so already. Make sure to max out that double special. He goes down to a 5-turn cooldown. He's an absolute weapon. Very strong unit, and especially under the Straw Hat crew, ODEN, Roger and Whitebeard, as well as OG Roger. He's just an absolute weapon for those speed farming teams. You do have access to Zoro as well. As you see here, Zoro, we pop his special a bunch of times. I think we use his special 4 times in the entire run, which is actually pretty gnarly. We have cooldowns with Arlong crew, and then we have like hunger removal as well as blind and despair removal. with the switch ability of Luffy and Sanji as well. As you guys will see here on this stage against Fuji, this Fuji stage is normally a nightmare, but thanks to like utilizing Zoro, his like Sailor ability to get cooldowns, so we can have him ready to go on the final stage, as well as getting cooldowns through Kinemon and Arlong crew, and then getting a full board of Wano orbs thanks to the Akainu support, and it all just like, it all gels just really, really nicely, this team, and was actually really fun sort of just like finessing it all together. Utilizing double Odin is a bit new to me as well. Like, I never really run double Odin. I always run him in a way of a hybrid meta, which we're about to see in the next team, utilizing his wifey Toki anyway. But he does really, really well if you do partner him up with another legend that can provide a little bit more. But the big upside to all, the big reason I wanted to include double Odin was to showcase that now you can actually run double Odin and it be a lot more viable than what it once was. So that was double Odin against Navy. I actually did it fairly well and actually does it fairly easily. No stalling as well. It ended up being like a 5-minute run. His super typing, now giving like Wano orbs to himself and his friend and the friend captain, provides you with a lot more damage and a little bit more orb manipulation as well. Getting the Dex orbs into Wano slots as well just provides an extra orb as beneficial, which is really, really nice. And Free Spirit slashes, they're not lacking in terms of subs. So if you build your team out, especially Free Spirit and Strength, they just gel so well. If you're a bit of an experienced team builder and you know what you're doing, you shouldn't have any issues building a team with Odin. Another thing about Odin is he got an absolute monstrous animation buff. This special animation is absolutely god tier. I will play it without me rambling away in the next part of the video to check it out completely. But like, this is like some serious quality. OPTC and the developers, the devs, whoever's in charge of doing the animations, honestly, they need a pat on the back, because that kanji right there is so good. They have been outdoing themselves with these new animations lately, and it's been very hard to skip them nowadays. Obviously, once you see the animations over and over and over again, it becomes a lot easier. But nowadays, compared to what it used to be, has become a little bit harder to actually skip. So that was double Odin against Navy, no stall. Pretty cool team, pretty cool run. Let's move on to a hybrid meta now. Alright, so on to the hybrid meta now. We are utilizing Odin with a friend, Captain Toki. We're versing Luffy, that's the team, those are the supports. Let's dive in. Now, once again, this is actually a no-stall team against the newest arena that is Arena Luffy. This particular team does so much damage on the final stage, and ever since I did see Odin's new super typing, where he buffs not only himself but his friend captain, giving them a Wano slot and 1,000 base stats, the first thing that came to my head was combining him with Toki, getting that Toki ability, having a 2x color affinity boost, a 3.5 times attack and orb boost, 1,000 base stats, and a Wano slot on both your captains, bypassing paralysis, special bind removal, special reverse, bind, despair, you name it, Toki's going to get around it. You have a lot of damage as well, and it all works out very, very nicely. On this stage against Law, I actually got fairly unluckily lucky, and I got a Wano slot on my Nami. The thing about Odin is I found that I was getting a lot of Wano orbs. I don't know, just because like Dex orbs are like popping up more frequently, or tandem slots. I'm not using the Victoria Punk either. I'm actually utilizing the Aura Jackson. So like, I'm not getting more tandem slots. But I got unlucky and I actually got a Wano slot on my Nami, which means my Mr. 3 support didn't kick in. So make sure you have that slot free from the previous turn. But I did get lucky on my Toki, and Toki actually had a Psy Orb. So funny enough, it all worked out pretty hunky-dory there. And we managed to get through to the Zoro stage, no issues whatsoever, and bypass that Law stage nice and easily. But, as I was saying, the super typing of Odin, as well as the super typing and special of Toki, it's just an absolute, like, killer. And this combination is going to be really, really good when you are running strength teams, or you're coming up against Dex content in the future. Now that Odin has a significant buff, this combination of Toki and Odin, honestly, is going to be, like, my go-to strength combination. Purely because, like, when you combine that super typing and the Toki special, you're going to have so much damage output that you can just fill the rest of the team with stuff like cooldowns. You can fill it with utility that you need for the content. As you can see, like, oh, hang on, let's watch this. So, like, as you can see, like, the special of Okiku and Kinemon here is, like, just to sort of trigger the super typing. They've got really good access to supports. And the big upside to them is just to give cooldowns. I did have the gym-based support there, but like that gym-based support's not essential at all. Another good thing is being free spirit, as I rambled on in the Navy video, is like Odin just does not struggle for supports. His sailors don't struggle for supports. And as you guys will see here with the 3.5 times attack and hybrid options that he does have with Toki and a 3.5 times orb boost, as well as 2 times color affinity, 1 orbs, this team just does absolute numbers. We do have a little bit of chain lock thanks to Nami as well, giving the 4 turns of chain lock, which is very handy. And as you guys will see here, we're going to go whack, bam, thank you, ma'am. A good 155 mil to wrap up the video. So that's going to wrap it up. The Odin-Toki combination is one of the new strength dream teams, I reckon. Husband and waifu comedy in clutch. But if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to go down there and belt that like button for me. And if you are new to the channel, hit the big red subscribe button too. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Let's